Hello beautiful blockchain people, that's me again at CryptoSpine. This is my next cryptocurrency market overview. So let's start. Let's have a look at the prices of the major cryptocurrencies according to the site of CoinGecko. And as we see, Bitcoin and the rest of the major cryptocurrencies, they have recorded additional price increase. So definitely we see the renewal of the uptrend. Some cryptocurrencies have achieved a new all-time high and so on. And yesterday we analyzed the price chart of Terra. So this is a cryptocurrency that is outside of top 10. So today let's analyze, of course, we will omit wrap Bitcoin. So the next one is Litecoin. And Litecoin has also recorded a decent or nice price increase for the last 24 hours by 11.8%. So let's see what's going on there in the price chart of Litecoin, because I think it's a very interesting one as well. So today we will analyze the price chart of Litecoin. Of course, we will start from the monthly time frame. To some extent, we're really very familiar with the price chart of Litecoin. So this is the monthly chart. The current price here in trading view is $208.80. So this is the price chart, the monthly price chart. We see that during the recent or the price increase that took place earlier this year, the price of Litecoin has skyrocketed and it has hit the previous local high and actually the all-time high and even surpassed it. So let's switch to a linear chart because this is very important thing. And now we see that the recent local high that formed in April and in May is higher than the previous one, or higher or above the previous all-time high. So definitely this is a very solid bullish signal. Now let's have a look at the price chart, or in the last part of the price chart. Here we had a sequence of bullish candlesticks, but the last ones were with taller shadows, indicating that at any time a bearish pressure may pop up or appear. And it turned out that the bears took control over the market in May, and they hit the price, and the price recorded a solid, let's say, price correction. But interestingly, we're very familiar with this. Let me show you something important here, that we had a bearish engulfing. The bearish candlestick covered the body of the bullish one. Also, this candlestick has a local low below the previous one, but its local high was above the previous one. So that was a kind of fake bearish engulfing, as we used to call it, a fake or imperfect bearish engulfing, because we know that after such kind of bearish engulfing, sooner or later the bulls, they start to attack these levels again. So probably we're seeing now during this rebound the renewal of the uptrend, and sooner or later the bulls will bring the price to these levels. So this is what we talk about many times, so we're very familiar with the price chart. Now let me remove these technical elements and we will comment on the rest of the candlesticks. So this was the decline. At the bottom, a dragonfly dodge form, so we're familiar with that. This is a common trend reversal candlestick that formed at the bottom of a correction during an uptrend. So after that, the uptrend has resumed, and now we see that we have a sequence of candlesticks with ascending local lows and ascending local highs. Of course, the current candlestick does not have a local high above the previous one, but at least it has a solid bullish body that covers the body of the previous one. So if at the end of the month we have this candlestick, this will be a solid bullish signal confirming the uptrend renewal. So this is in the monthly chart. Now let's switch to the weekly chart. So this is the weekly chart. Here once again, if we switch to a linear chart, it's easy to see that the all-time high that formed in April and May is significantly above the all-time high from 2017, from December of 2017. So this is a bullish signal, so it's obvious that the price will continue to increase. Now let's get back to the candlestick chart. This is the candlestick chart. Of course, we can analyze all these candlesticks here. For example, at that local high, we didn't have a bearish engulfing, but the price started to decline, but it doesn't matter because we didn't have a bearish engulfing here. Now we see some kind of rebound and the price is starting to test this local high. We will talk about this part of the chart in the daily chart and in the 4-hour chart. The most important thing in the weekly chart here is that we had this double bottom that was, or it is still, a common, let's say, trend reversal technical pattern that occurs at the end of the bear market. So once again, we used to talk about it many times. So this was this double bottom. So this is the left bottom, this is the right bottom. Here we know that a breakout took place, the price started to increase, then the price hit the neckline, so the neckline of the double bottom, and after that it has rebounded. Of course we had some volatility here, but this is the renewal of this probably secure long-term uptrend, and we used to talk about it during the summer when the price hit the neckline. We saw that it was not able to drop below the neckline and stay there. Of course we had some volatility, and that's why we used to say in the summer, in June, in July, in August, and so on, that this is probably the beginning of the long-term, reliable, secure, and sustainable uptrend. And this is actually how this double bottom works. And we used to talk about it. We need a breakout. After that, the price retests, let's say, the neckline. And after that, during the second rebound or increase from the neckline, we can consider this as the beginning of the solid, reliable, sustainable, long-term bullish trend. So this is once again what I wanted to underline once again. Now let me remove these elements from the chart and we will move to the daily chart, but I will remind you and show you some articles. So this is the daily chart. This is the double bottom. Once again, this is a common trend reversal technical pattern indicating that we're at the beginning of the trend reversal or the renewal of the uptrend. In June, on 19th of July, I mentioned this. Here also in August, I mentioned this double bottom, and we say that LTC USD will receive enough support from the neckline of this double bottom and the 360 days moving average, and will resume the uptrend. At that moment the price was $145. Here even the price was $105 at the very beginning when we tested this neckline. So luckily we were able to spot this opportunity at the very bottom, so this is really nice. I used to talk about it in my previous analysis on Litecoin. Also we used to I used to write this analysis in for Leo Finance, so we are very familiar with this. Now let's add the key moving averages in the daily chart, because let's see what they say to us, the moving averages. Of course I will add the 3 moving averages. So this is the 30-day moving average, or for the period of 1 month. Then we need the moving average for 90 days or 3 months or 1 quarter. And the last but not least is the moving average for the period of 360 days. We're in the daily chart, so this is for the period of 1 year. So these are the 3 key moving averages. We see that here at the neckline, the price hit the neckline and the 360 days moving average, and it received support. This is what I used to comment on in for Leo Finance when I wrote this analysis. And we see the renewal of the uptrend. Now it's obvious that all these 3 key moving averages, they're at the same level. So let's say we're at a crossroads, but I think that sooner or later we will see in the daily chart this bullish distribution of the moving averages, when at the top is the 30-day moving average, in the middle is the 90-day moving average, and at the bottom is the 360 days moving average, and this will be an additional confirmation of the uptrend renewal. So let's wait a couple of days or a week and we will see this, hopefully. Or once we see it, we will know that in the shorter time frames we are witnessing the uptrend renewal. So this is what I wanted to talk about in the daily chart as well, that sooner or later the moving averages, the three moving averages will probably provide us with a solid bullish signal. Now let me hide everything and switch to the 4-hour chart. And in the 4-hour chart, here I just want to say as well that yes, let's move on to the 4-hour chart. This is the 4-hour chart. First of all, I would like to say that if we draw such kind of line through the local lows, this is the trend line, we see that we have this uptrend. So the uptrend is still in place because this is the trend line if we draw this line through the local lows. But interestingly, if we draw the descending line or the resistance line, we have something like a symmetrical triangle, and now we can see that because of the recent price increase, the price has surpassed this resistance line and is probably starting to, let's say, to renew the uptrend from this technical perspective as well, because once again we are above this resistance already. So this is the very beginning. Now let me switch to the candlestick chart, and since we're in the daily chart, in the 4-hour, we have to move to the daily chart, and here let me remind you some interesting things. First of all, we had this price increase that started in the middle of July. After that, we had some kind of correction. We used to talk about it. So that was, let's say, a descending narrowing wedge together with the price increase. This formed the so-called bullish flag. So like in the charts of the other major cryptocurrencies, we had this trend continuation pattern. It's obvious that the price has exited the flag and has resumed the uptrend. So this is also another confirmation that we have the uptrend renewal in the 4-hour chart, because once again we have this bullish flag. It's a common trend continuation pattern. The price has obviously exited the flag, and now we're seeing the uptrend renewal. So that's it for today, fellas. Thank you for watching this video. Please share your point of view on the price chart of Litecoin as a comment below. Of course, I wish you a very wonderful day, good luck in the financial markets, and I hope to see you in the next one. It was me again at Cryptospa.